Okay, well, once again, we are here for another tier list video from uh, Party Maker Plays, who is on Reddit. I'll leave the Reddit post in the description. I mean, so far y'all already know what I do. I'm just reviewing the tier list. I'm gonna say what I think about his placements and give my thoughts on them. So let's get through this one. Let's see. F tier, we got the rare cards. Yeah, Isaac. Yeah, Bogey. There was a time in the game, like, it's so hard to think about this, but there was a time in the game where Bogey was low-key in A tier and S tier discussion. That's crazy. That is so crazy. Same thing with John Collins as well. There were, like, those days, man. Bring me back to those days, please, NBA. Like, if we can get those days again, it would be so great, man. But unfortunately, those days are long gone. We are almost at the end of 2025. These cards are garbage now. These cards are straight garbage now. C tier, we got Aaron Gordon, the rare Aaron Gordon. Sure, yeah. Oh yeah. I'm loving this tier list already. Rory Hachimura in the C tier. Love to see it, boys. Yeah, maybe he should have been an F tier. But yeah, you love to see it. Paolo Banchero as a C tier. I'm sorry, I don't think so. I think he's a bit better than a C tier, to be honest. He's at least B tier, in my opinion. Julius Randle, same with Julius Randle. I think he can be I think he should be B tier as well. He's not like a completely, like, people see the price of Julius Randle, but they never looked at his, like, look at his dominance and look at his, like, exclusive. He is not a bad card. Like, if you understand the card, like, he is not a bad card. He's not a great card, but he's not a bad card neither. He should be at least B tier. But I can see I can see the vision behind the C placement for him. So it is what it is, to be honest. I'd put him in B tier, but C tier is not a bad pick for him as well. B tier, we got Evan Mobley. Sure, yeah. I haven't seen much from Evan Mobley to say that he belongs in a higher tier. So I think B tier is pretty valid for him. Kyle Kuzma. I almost called him Jakuzma. Like, the nickname is so stuck in my head, bro. Yeah, he's pretty mid. He's a great floor spacer though, and a decent rebounder, but all in all, he's pretty mid. Next we got Lauri Markkanen, B tier. Yeah, pretty valid. Draymond Green can low-key be A tier, but he can also fit the realm of B tier. Okay, let me explain it a bit more. Because of his exclusive, like, it may sound so foolish, but if you're a skilled player with Draymond Green, it sounds pretty ridiculous to say out loud, but if you're a skilled player with Draymond Green, you're gonna know how to abuse his exclusive to stop cards like Giannis. And as I've said in a previous video, I think the last video is the one where I said, cards that can stop some of the best offensive cards in the game, or some of the best cards, like cards that can stop the best cards in the game in general, instantly get pushed into the A and S tier echelon. And Draymond Green can stop some of the best cards in the game. Purely off his, not even because of his stats, it's purely off his exclusive. But you gotta have skill to do it. So I think B tier is a solid pick, like a solid spot for, like, the general Draymond, but for a good Draymond, he'd be A tier. So I'd put a good Draymond in A tier, and yeah, the general Draymond would be B tier. We got Pascal Siakam. Yeah, he's a jack of all trades, master of none. But being a jack of all trades in this game is pretty solid, so B tier is pretty good spot for him. Kristaps Porzingis in B tier as well. Yeah, he's not, like, I will say he's better than Lauri Markkanen. I will say that he is better than Lauri Markkanen, but he isn't like special. So B tier is also where he belongs as well. Playoff Aaron Gordon, the brand new epic MVP pass Aaron Gordon. B tier, I don't think so. I think he belongs in A tier. He's a dangerous dunker. Like, he's a dangerous dunker. He's a dangerous dunker with shooting moves. Like, he's got shooting moves while being a floor, like a great floor spacer as well. Like, he is a power forward version of like Anthony Edwards or Zach LaVine. Like, he's a dunker that can space the floor with like shooting moves. I think he does have step back and stuff like that. Like, he's actually pretty nutty. He's actually pretty nutty. His defenses are pretty garbage though. But yeah, I don't think he belongs in B tier. I think he's an A tier card easily. Let's see. Let's see who's in the A tier. Scottie Barnes. Yeah, Scottie Barnes is an A tier, like A tier type card. I mean, we're ranking, like, he's ranking purely just the power forwards, so I would have honestly put Scottie Barnes probably in the S tier. But A tier is also a solid option. It's not too bad as well. Jaren Jackson Jr. in the A tier. Yeah, but recently he doesn't seem as like great to me recently. Like, he can low-key go down into the B tier, but for now I think the A tier placement is pretty solid. Zion Williamson, A tier. Yeah, the lack of like floor, like complete lack of floor spacing from Zion it's abysmal. It is abysmal. So but like, if he did, when he does get to, why am I talking like that? When he does get to the rim, he absolutely destroys. So I think A tier is solid for him. Wembanyama. Wemby's one of those weird cards in the game right now. Like, he can almost do it all, except to a very like low level. Like, he can dunk spam, but he can easily also get stopped with the dunk spam because his strength isn't high enough. Although he does glitch through because of his height, I think. So the animation kind of like glitches a bit. So I mean, you can get by. Like, you can work around the strength being low with his height glitch. I mean, he can space the floor a bit, but his 3-ball is pretty iffy. Like, he's definitely gonna break a mid-range and a 3-point within the game. Like, he's going to break one of them. Like, he's not gonna hit every single wide open mid-range or 3-point. Like, obviously not the 3-point one. Even his mid-range is pretty like not like completely guaranteed. And like, as I said, the biggest like issue with him is his strength. Like, he's primarily a defender who wants to kind of rim protect and stuff like that. But like, these stronger cards, man, they're like, I'm looking at one right now. I'm looking at two right now, actually. Like, they're gonna bully him. They're gonna put their stats on him and just absolutely wreck him. And those, and I'm talking about Zion and that guy in S tier, the scary man. That's our transition to S tier, by the way. Giannis and AD. Oh, I was talking about Giannis as the dunker, but Giannis and AD are in the S tier, and I think that's pretty valid. Valid placement for both, obviously. They have been two of the most dominant cards in the game since the game has launched. One has been nerfed to the ground while the other has stood tall. Can you guess who has been nerfed to the ground, guys? Is it the one that is unstoppable on offense? Even at season 1, like, he was unstoppable on offense. He's a like he's like a version of the Flash on defense, and he just can't like shoot consistently. Or is it the one, hear me out, or is it the one that has like zero offense? Like, his offense, like, he can shoot mid-range shots, but he can't like create his own mid-range. He's a catch and shoot mid-range shooter. Think about that. He's a catch and shoot. Is it the one that is a catch and shoot mid-range shooter who is a pretty solid defender, like a really solid defender that still cannot stop Dunk Monster completely? Or is it the unstoppable offense guy? If you guessed the unstoppable offense guy, then you're wrong. AD. AD was the one that got nerfed to the ground for being a like. Man, I've said this so many times, bro. Like, Dunk Monster is the most oppressive mechanic in the game. It is the most oppressive mechanic in the game. There's hardly any way to guarantee a stop on it, other than spamming the steal button and praying that the steal goes through. That is the only. You're relying on RNG to stop Dunk Monster. Whereas defending with AD takes skill. Sure, in Season 1, the card was pretty OP, I'm not gonna lie. Like, he was way too cracked in Season 1. But after that initial nerf, I do not think he needed to get nerfed after that. Since then, they've nerfed his rebound. They even nerfed the blocking in general. Like, Prince of Pursuit got nerfed in general. Like, it's so ridiculous how much they've targeted the defensive system in this game. It is crazy. But with all of that being said, he is still, in terms of power forwards, yeah, he's still S tier. He's still S tier, along with Giannis. So, yeah, this list honestly wasn't pretty bad at all. Like, there's many cards that I guess could belong where you already placed them. So yeah, most of the ones that I wanted to either go higher in the tier list or low in the tier list, it's pretty much a personal pick for me. So